Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you about some of my travel tips for how to stay on track while you're out and about. And it seems that this year I've traveled quite a bit for weddings and family things, vacations, and I was on a full prep during a lot of those vacations. And so I ended up bringing my Tupperware with me and eating pre-made food on all these vacations. Now, that's one extreme. If you're just trying to stay consistent while you're traveling, I think that's a really wonderful, healthy habit. And what I tell my clients and tell myself all the time is that your goals are waiting for you when you come back from vacation. So don't go completely backwards and lose all of your healthy habits. So a couple of things to think about. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water when you're traveling. It's really dehydrating, and especially if you're going to be drinking cocktails and having fun drinks, you want to do like a drink and then have water, drink and then have water, just so you can continue to flush things out. The other thing is make sure that you find a gym or do some sort of physical activity. I'm heading to Denver later today, and I already know because I was there in May the gym that I'm going to go to. It's just like 10 minutes away from where I'll be staying. And when you are looking for a gym, ask them if you can take a tour first so you can know if it has the machines that you need. Ask them if they have like a week free pass, what they have for little packages. Do you have to buy daily? If you buy for a whole week, can you get a discount? So ask around, see where you can get good prices, because I'm sure you already belong to a gym somewhere else. So just look ahead of time. If there's no gym available, you can always do burst training. I have a video about that on my YouTube channel here. You can do that in a hotel room, wherever you're going to be staying, or just commit to doing some sort of walking or running, because you can do that really anywhere. Also, pack healthy snacks. Airports have healthier food now, but it costs like $9 for a water bottle, and for a Kind bar, it's like $1,000,000. So bring rice cakes, peanut butter, almond butter, protein bars, tuna packets, jerky, nuts. Have those things with you. If you need to bring anything in a cooler, if you have like those blue ice packs, if they're frozen, you can take those through security, and that's no problem at all. So I really recommend that you bring your own food so you can eat it at the airport and eat it while you're on the plane. And then also you have healthy snacks for if you're in between meals. When I'm at home, it's no problem to eat 6 meals and eat every couple of hours. When I'm traveling, there's other things going on. You're not in your normal routine. So your eating tends to look more like weekend eating when there's a lot of time spaced out because there's not as much structure. So if you bring those easy to pop in your mouth snacks, you can keep your metabolism running and be continuing to give your body the food that it needs. And speaking of the food that it needs, when you go out to eat, usually when you're at home, you're focused on your goals, you can make healthy choices. I feel like for a lot of people when we go on vacation, we're like, well, I'm not home, so no one's going to know if I go off plan. But again, when you come home, your goals are still going to be there. So when you're out at the restaurant, try to pick the healthiest options you can. And it's not always going to be laid out for you. Like, here's a beautiful piece of fish with steamed veggies. But if there is a fish dish, get that and then look to the side dishes. Is there a steamed vegetable or a vegetable medley that you could choose from? Ask for whatever dish, that has a nice lean protein, and then ask them to put that on the side, whatever those veggies are. Or start your meal with a side of veggies or a salad so you can start getting some fiber. And I always tell my clients, eat something that came from nature and make sure you get a protein source as well. Those are like my two number one goals. And make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. And also when you go out to eat, set your boundaries. If you are going to drink, you need to tell yourself, I'm going to have X amount of drinks. And then decide, am I going to drink or do I want to have dessert? You can have balance, and heck, you could have both if you wanted to, but that's not going to help propel you towards your goals. So you have to find the balance. Do I want dessert or do I want sugary cocktails? And just sort of decide from there and set your boundaries. If I commit to getting dessert, am I going to get something that I'm going to share with somebody, or am I going to get a smaller portion? So think about that. Another alternative is bringing your own food. If you're eating out with people, it's not always normal to pull food out. So I don't know if this would ever really work at a restaurant, but I'm thinking about if you're traveling with family. And with my family, we like to drink, we like to eat. And so when everyone else is drinking wine or having cocktails, that's not going to help me towards my goals. So I will bring like a kombucha or some like flavored water or just something fun. It's a little bit of a treat. Even those, there's these like ice drinks, it's like a fizzy water. It's pretty sure that it's filled with chemical sweeteners, so I don't drink them all the time. But I'll bring a couple on vacation because instead of having a cocktail, I'll have one of those. And it's still out of the ordinary. It's still something a little bit fun, but it's within the boundaries of staying on track. Or bring your own healthy desserts. Do you make your own protein bars? Do you make your own baked goods? Bring those things with you so when everyone's having dessert, you can eat a healthier version of that. Or just have some dark chocolate in your bag and then just pull that out and have a little bit of that. So you still get that sweet after dinner treat, but you don't have to order a sundae, which who knows if you've had one drink, and I know this goes for me, if I have a couple drinks and I start getting a little like, ooh, feeling happy, I no longer remember my goals. And so all of a sudden an ice cream sundae's in front of you, and instead of having that control and saying, well, I'll just have a bite, you're feeling really good from your drink, and then you just eat the whole thing. So bring healthier options so you could go, okay, well, then I'm just going to have whatever I packed, and it's already portioned out and everything like that. So those are the things that I keep in mind when I'm traveling. Love to hear about anything else that you guys keep in mind too, and that help you stay on track.
Hey guys, I just wanted to go over some of the food that I always have with me when I'm traveling. Whether I'm on prep or not, I always make sure that I have some food with me for when I'm on the airplane, in the airport, at the hotel, just so I always have some healthy options. Now, I'll be staying in Denver at my sister's house, so my eggs, my chicken, my steak, all of my protein, she'll be able to have there for me. But some stuff that I just always bring by myself, I always bring my Ezekiel bread, plain rice cakes, almond butter. I love these Justin's packets, but because I'm going to my sister's house and I'll have room to store it, I'm gonna bring regular almond butter in the full container. My oats, something crunchy. I'm a nervous flyer, so I like to eat something when I'm actually flying. These are pea pods that actually have some like Southwest flavoring on them. I always bring protein powder. I'll just put this in some Ziploc baggies. My supplements, these are great. These are called Holy Guacamole. And these are little containers of guacamole. So I'll just throw those in a cooler. And if your cooler, if the ice pack is frozen, you can bring it through security, no problem. And then I always have a couple of Quest bars with me for protein, and then these Star-Kissed Tuna Creations. I love these for just easy packing. Also, if you know you're gonna be social and there's people who are gonna be drinking, but you're not drinking, I recommend that you get some sort of fun, fizzy drink. These are kombuchas. They're really yummy. They're kind of sweet. They're great for you because they have probiotic in them, and they actually are good for your digestive health. There's living bacteria in there, which is healthy and good stuff. But sometimes when everyone else is having a cocktail, you feel like you want to have a cocktail. But if you can have some other fun drink with you, it makes it a little bit easier. So these are just some of my staples for when I'm traveling. We have pumpkin puree, spinach, kale, whatever type of greens you want, almond milk, almond butter, cinnamon, ice, and then a protein powder. The protein powder I'm gonna use is this Juice Plus Vanilla. Quality ingredients, it's a pea protein, so if you have any type of food allergies, this is gonna be an ideal choice for you because it doesn't have any dairy in it. Love this, pretty decent macros, tastes amazing. So I'm gonna use the vanilla for this. This has like legit measurements, but I never actually measure anything. So what I have is the pumpkin puree. Do not buy the pumpkin pie filling because that's full of additional sugars. So I think I'm supposed to do like a half cup, but I'm just gonna do this. Throw it in my blender. I already have ice in my blender. And then I have just plain natural almond butter. When you're buying almond butter, make sure that the ingredients just say, like mine does, organic dry roasted almonds. There shouldn't be any additional sugars, random things in there. This oil on top, this is just natural separation. If you're really not into it, store it upside down in your fridge, and that'll make it easier for the oils to incorporate into your almond butter. And throw that in the blender. this pumpkin puree kind of smells like baby food. Yeah. Almond milk, original almond milk, no sugar added. Get the plain, if you're gonna do vanilla or something, get the unsweetened vanilla. I'm supposed to put in a cup of almond milk. Sure, we'll go with that. And then I'm gonna use my Juice Plus vanilla. Nice big scoop of this. So Chris really likes this too, and I think he stole the scoop because he'll take bags of these when he travels, and then he takes the scoop so he can measure it out. So again, we're just gonna kind of just literally pouring this in. Woo! And then I just went and checked, ooh, powdery, all of my greens, and they're kind of at that like wet, gross point, so I'm actually not gonna put any in here. Next time, for sure, I will put it in. This is my Blendtec blender. I absolutely love it. And it has all these different buttons that you can put on there. So I'm just gonna do smoothie. And here we have it, our pumpkin smoothie. I think everything looks and tastes better in a mason jar, so that's why I have it in here. Cheers.
If you end up at a hotel or if you carry your own rubber band with you, this is a great way to get your hamstrings and your glute activated. I wanted to show you some workouts that you could do in a small hotel space, but also with not a ton of equipment. So this is a favorite of one of mine. Just make sure to go slow and then explode back up. Getting in and out of the rubber band, that's a little bit more awkward, but it all works out. It's really no problem. Also, a lot of hotel rooms don't have a glute ham raise, so I saw this on Instagram. And what you do is just hook your feet. This is a lat pull down. Hook your feet on the knee pads, and then because I'm building strength without using a glute ham raise, I use this pole in front of me. You could also put a bench or have a friend push you back as you lean forward.
Hey guys, heading to the airport right now. We're heading to Denver. We have a family foundation called the Peyton Family Foundation, and usually we have our meeting with my siblings and my dad here in Minneapolis. My older sister lives in Denver, so we're actually gonna go to Denver so we can save her a flight. And I already went to the gym today, did a killer hamstring workout, and did a little bit of shoulders just because I wanted to do more hamstring work, but they were just shot and I had more time. And it's so funny, like there's days where I just don't want to go to the gym, but then I find once I'm there, I'm like looking at the clock thinking, move slower. I don't want it to be the time where I have to leave because, you know, you set up your to-do list and you're like, okay, well I have to get to work or do other things. But once I'm there, I like never want to leave. So I just have to remember that next time I think, ugh, I just don't want to go to the gym. Because once you're there, it's okay.
Vlog me right now. I'm not in the vlog mood.
Tell me
this
about.
Is really nice though.
I know.
Like
tell me
this.
about your flight. It's recording.
And like healthy, about healthy food.
Yeah. Well, my goal is to give people tips.
Hey subscribers, it's a pretty good flight down. I ate celery the whole time.
There was no celery.
Am I in the vlog?
Yeah, you're
See,
in the
that's
vlog.
what you need us to do. We shouldn't come up with content. You just need. Am I in the vlog? Am I in the vlog?
I'm like, let's go outside and run to the corner.
No, you're gonna be 5 years old. You're gonna be 5 years old.
Poppy.
What'd you do to your face? Get a fight? Get a fight?
Yeah, tell them what happened today.
What's the other?
Like legit fight?
Well, the other 4-year-old, so that's how reliable the report is, said that he was trying to hit someone else,
Do you want to say
but
hi?
that Archer walked by right at that moment.
Say hello. Hi. Well, morning guys, it's a beautiful Saturday in Denver and my family went up to the mountains. Mountains and I do not mix, so I decided to stay a little bit lower and I'm gonna use this day to I don't know. I guess I don't really know what I'm doing yet. Probably work a little bit, go on a walk, do something outside. But for breakfast, I have 2 rice cakes with my plain almond butter. I'm working on my omelet, and I already cooked up a bunch of broccoli that I'll put inside of my omelet. And I'm really, I know that when they go up to the mountain, they're going out to some pizza place, which sounds so good. But I find that, I mean, okay, you don't have to be antisocial to stay on track, but it is a lot harder when you're out doing other events and you're out with your family and you try to make the healthiest choices you possibly can. Sometimes it's just, you kind of get tired of like having to think so much when you go out to eat. So it's just easier if I stay home and I can eat my own planned food, and then I don't have to worry about, do people think I'm weird? What's the healthiest pizza I can get? And then I can just, I don't have to stress. Plus, like I said, mountains and we do not mix. So I'm happy to stay just a little bit lower today. So apparently I am not skilled enough to use a non-stick pan and make an omelet. So now we just have sort of this scramble. And I forgot to mention earlier, I was using just a little bit of coconut oil, probably less than a tablespoon, just to cook my broccoli and my eggs in. Heading to the gym now. Probably shouldn't be filming and driving my sister's Jeep. I just passed the original Chipotle, which I think is pretty cool for all you fit people out there, where Chipotle seems to be a staple for a lot of us. So that's pretty cool. I'm heading to a 24-hour fitness. It's like 10 minutes away from my sister's place. It's the same place that I worked out at when I was here in May. And that's just like a huge relief for me to know that there's a quality gym nearby. Because when you're traveling, you want to make sure you can stay on track, and your physical activity is important as well as your nutrition. So if you can find a good gym somewhere, see, I already downloaded, I get a free pass, and I don't know if they'll find out that I already used a free pass if I was here in May or how that works, but I'm just gonna go ahead. Just had an awesome shoulder workout. It was so much fun. It felt so good, especially when you're on vacation and you're eating things that don't make you feel awesome all the time. So 24-hour fitness. Thank you for having me here in Denver. The guy tried to get me to sign up for a whole membership, and I was like, dude, don't even go here. But I wanted to get in and out quick because that gym smells like moldy milk when you leave a protein shake in your car too long. So gross, but we made it. All right, guys, my workout is complete. That's really close to my face. Workout complete, as I just told you, but I'm like feeling super exhausted, and I'm like, why? Well, yeah, I did cardio in Colorado, which is many feet higher than Minnesota. So I just ran to this little organic store called Sprouts, and I got a green juice that has kale, banana, celery, spinach, rosemary. Oh, I didn't even see that. Spirulina and chlorella. So we have a lot of micronutrients and some superfoods in here just to help replenish my body. Again, on vacation, I feel like our micronutrients kind of get missed. I'm going to eat my Quest bar on the way home back to my sister's place. And then I also got some sushi, and I made sure that it was as much protein in the sushi as possible, and I didn't get rolls that have a bunch of sauces on them. I just want a lot of protein and of course my carbs after my workout. And that's the plan. Let me just see how this thing tastes. I want to put you down here. Okay. But yeah, seriously, the gym smelled so bad. Moldy protein shake. This smells like when lettuce goes bad in your fridge. I love green juices. This one has like some pulp in it. It's Lakewood cold pressed organic basics. It's okay. I don't know if they need the rosemary. I love rosemary on like potatoes and stuff, but I don't know about in a green juice. But I'm gonna have it because it's good for you and it makes your skin look nice.
And of course, the best thing to do after vacation is get home and get your meal prep done for the week. Do it as soon as possible so you can't make up any more excuses to eat any more junk.
Still fall on my face sometimes, and I can't color inside.